Good morning, traders. Welcome to Framework Fortune. We've got us quite a live stream today. So we're going to be going over what's happening this week. As I was saying all week last week, everybody who was excited about this consolidation on NQ and this sideways movement on the NQ, as I said, there's no good news. There's no reason for the market to rebound. So we pulled all the way back today, dropping, where were we at? 1276. We dropped all the way down to 11850, dropping almost $400 this morning so far, back down to the 200-day and the trend line. And that's on the 1 hour chart. When we scale this back and look at the daily chart, as I've been saying, all of this ceiling up here, just one little floor left below us. So probability is we're going down. And till they reverse course, that's the only direction I see, even out of sideways consolidation. But because the NQ is crashing, or it did have a nice pullback, the moment on the hour, it is trying to form a little double bottom here. But we got 20 minutes left, and I don't know if that candle can get up even halfway to recover on this red candle. But as you can see, my watch list is completely red this morning, besides MARPS, which is an oil play, but it's not doing anything. Now, I did swing SIGA over the weekend, even though I did not want to swing into this downtrending market that I was assuming we were going to have today. I talked about it all week last week. And, SIGA sold off with that pullback, but I don't have a lot of shares. I've only got 10 because of that reason. I did not want to swing a lot. I've been saying I don't want to swing over weekends in a downtrending market. But SIGA keeps getting new cases. And so far, it's holding up right there. So, the 10 shares, I'm down at the moment, 50 cents, but it's not that big a deal. I'm only down $3 or $4. But that's why I did not go very big, is because of the whole idea that the Nasdaq was probably going to crash today. But let's see if we got anything on the scanners popping up, because everything there looks red. We'll go through it. Got a little bit of metal popping up. High floats, all of those are red. No surprise there, I guarantee. Yeah, market watch, blood red, looking nasty. Low floats, we got PLRX. HH was telling me this was running earlier. We'll throw it up on the watch list and check it out. But Jesus, what a run so far. Be kind of nervous of that. Nothing on that. Let's see. VLCN, 24 million in shares. That's uptrending. We'll throw it on the chart, on the watch list. TBLT. Looking at this hour chart, we got this big indecision candle followed by this red candle. So that looks like that's more than likely going to sell off. I'm not even putting that on the watch list. We had DWAC with a pop on Friday, but given most of that gains back already. And then this INN play got another pop today, but gave it all back again. So that is the third time this play is trash. What is this, since Wednesday? Third time in 4 days that this thing has a quick pop and then gives everything back. Everything. Like, the only chance you really get is on these pops that are happening right in pre-market. And at that point, I don't know, it's sketchy. But nothing else on the low float scanner there. Let's look up on the day trade above. We got PLRX again. We already looked at that. That's on the list. TH. This made a nice move so far. 761 up to 824. It's been on an uptrend. Very strong uptrend. But trying to, just hit that new high. This may be too extended. We got 100 shares. I'm not even going to look at it. Veru, we can put Veru on the watch list. There's definitely some analysis I need to do. It's been a while. All these damn lines. What's all these lines? Well, I'll leave them on there till I do the analysis. Oh, and SIGA is on the day trade above the 200 scanner, so that's a good sign. Even though it's down, it's popping up here. And then USEA, that was that one that went on a crazy rip last week. Really low float. Problem is, we're looking like a head and shoulders pattern on all of these charts. 15-minute head, shoulder, starting to form a possible another shoulder. And you can see here, 2 shoulder, head, and possible 3rd shoulder, which would lead to a sell right back down. So I don't know about that. It's on my watch list, but we'll keep an eye on it. Shipper pumps, they're all red. Jesus, is anything red today? Or green, I'm sorry. RDHL. I don't like that. PHUN, get a little action. MULN. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. This is what we're going to go through this list really quick and mark everything out that I do not like. Give me just a second before we start. Good morning, Ruben. Nice. That's good to hear, Ruben. Congratulations, bud, getting all those projects. All right. Let's see here. So let me go into a daily chart on this bottom one. AUST still holding above $1. This is that gold stock, but gold is pulling back. You can see where gold has cracked that little uptrend it had, fell all the way back down. And that's, what I was kind of expecting off of what we were seeing. And silver as well. Silver's down, but AUST still, even with gold down, is really not moving much. It's interesting. Not a lot of volume on it, but that's staying on the watch list. All right, Veru. So, Veru has been in this big consolidation triangle. Tested this 15-ish, 16-ish area 3 times, actually. So this would be the 4th time if it can get up here to test. Still like probably a few days on this triangle wedge, but this one could be one to keep on watch for some pops. It's been given opportunities during the daytime, almost every day. Like right here last Wednesday, that initial pop, we don't pay attention to those. We wait till after. But you see I had that pullback, nice bottom forming, like just tons of candles forming there, and then a U-shape back up for that explosion this day. Really wasn't a good entry there. Maybe you could have played this bottom at the beginning, but I wouldn't have. Here we have a sell-off and a double bottom, and then a nice move up, and then so far today we're going straight up. So I'd want to see a pullback before anything. AREB, don't know, this was I think a watch from last week. REVB, this is that one EV play. Oh, actually I forgot to post this in the, let me post the stream real quick in the Discord before I forget. Alright, there we go. So, this is that EV play. The original trend and everything that I had drawn is not quite, what are you doing, accurate anymore. Oh, there we go. So I need to readjust this daily trend here. Yeah, I was wrong on the daily where I had it drawn, but no big deal. There we go. There's the actual trend line. You also got the 10-day and the 50-day right there below it. So there's actually a lot of support building under REVB at $1. Now, we did have that little rejection yesterday, or not yesterday, but Friday off the top of the trend line, a little indecision candle. We are bearish today, but we did come all the way to $1 and bounce back up to this 115, 117 area. So I still think this is a watch for this week. PEV, that's downtrending. It's cracked all the way below all EMAs, so I want nothing to do with that anymore. Take that off the watch list. NRSN. This one was getting some action, but got rejected. It's I'm going to take it off. If it pops on the scanners again, I'll take a look at it. MARPS is fine. That's an oil play. Mara is one of the crypto stocks. EVFM is the contraception stock. Did get all the way up to 157. But has pulled back down to the trend line here. And it's testing it at the moment. If it can't hold this 125, it's going to drop down to $1. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, that 50-day is still holding this down. So it's got to break that 50-day moving average. All year, as I said last week, this thing has not been above the 50-day. So, I don't know. We'll keep it on watch for the week, but let's see. Sky, this was a nice mover a while back, but not really doing anything bearish under all EMAs. So, we'll take it off for now. Weekend was good. Let's see. Where was I at? Oh yeah, CLVS. Actually, this looks pretty good. Possible play. Still got that support right there that it's bouncing off of. But not only that support, we have an uptrend where the support is bouncing off of as well. So it just needs to break that downtrend, which is about 275. So CLVS, very, very decent looking. That is a little bit higher float, though. 143 million shares. It's going to need a lot. Let's see. SIGA still trying to find that bottom off of that trend line, but starting to show a little bit. Possibly here. All three of these candles really coming down, and you see that buying pressure pushing them back up. So I just need to see this hold the trend line. It's not right there on it. Let me go ahead and delete this little guy here. Okay, what is this? FFIE. That uptrended right into the 200-day and then just died. It may try to break later, but we got a nice curl down, and I don't like it right now. It's got 300 something million shares. I don't even know why it was on my watch list. VLCN. Let's see. They got PR today. Received thousands of pre-orders for its stag in first 14 days. But look at the end of this press release. 70 million plus of potential. So that is not for sure 70 million until it's a 70 million. So this is, I mean, it's nice. They received thousands of pre-orders, but okay. So this is the EV car. That's what their stag is. That's what I was kind of thinking. Stag sounded like a car, but this is an EV car, I think. Yeah, Vulcan Power or Vulcan Esports Power. So actually, this is an EV stock. I'm gonna keep it on the watch list. Very low float, 24 million. Even though the PR is not solid, it shows what I've been talking about, the demand for electric cars with gas prices being high and there being a shortage of electric cars. So that kind of, well, this daily chart's not bad either. Once it breaks 230, it's got room up to about 3. And then break a 3, it could get all the way up to that 200 day. So this is definitely one I'm going to keep on watch for my EV plays for this week. All right, here's PLRX. Let's take a look at this crazy thing. What is happening? Why is this thing ripped double from what it was this morning? It was 10.14, got all the way up to 22.86, still right there at 20. And we made trend lines right around 20. We're starting to kind of double bottom off of it on this 15 minute. Come back here. Come back here. Do your thing. There you go. Atta girl. Need some more time. But again, this thing is up 114%. So even if you was, to try to get this off of the bounce, is this thing going to run more than 114%? It's already doubled in price. What's the news on it? Let's see, we got a lot of news. Plant Therapeutics announced on Sunday. That's really weird. They put news out on Sunday. Let me get this open. Treatment of idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis was well tolerated for over 12-week treatment with no treatment discontinuations due to adverse events. Okay, well, that's actually good news. Yeah, they got the positive data from phase 2. Okay, so it's phase 2, right? We still got phase 3 to go through. So while it's popping today, I don't know if this is going to be able to keep running off of only phase 2 potential news or positive phase 2 news. We'll see. We'll see if it holds this trend line. I just don't like it being up so high. NQ still trying to rebound, but you can already see right here, just off this 15 minute, we got a downtrend starting to confirm, double top on both these candles. Unless the NQ breaks this uptrend, we're going down, down, down. Going down, down, baby. Yo, straight in the Range Rover. That's what's about to happen there. Okay, let's see. Yeah, PLRX still getting rejected off of 20 again. ANVS, that's still on a decent uptrend, but getting close to that 200. I don't like it. I'm taking it off my watch list. Oil with a small pullback, but oil bouncing off at 200 day last week, trying to get back up bullish again. Does have a downtrend and it's got a break. So this is kind of what it looks like across all markets right now. Cryptos, gold, silver, everything, and like looking for some type of break one way or another. One market to break one way so the other markets can figure out where people can figure out where they want to go with their money. USDA, I said, is keeping that on. NIO, that had a big gap down. Not sure what happened there. Let's see. So there was a short seller report. It didn't mean really much. And it did drop below the channel, though, but we still have the $50 and $20 of strong support. And it could try to hold. This needs some more time, though. Whatever that short, probe obligations made in Grizzly research report. So somebody did a research report on NIO. But NIO is a Chinese company, right? And any companies in China are usually half owned by the government. So I'm not surprised that there's a Grizzly research report on NIO. But anyway, so Riot, big head and shoulders, doing the opposite of Mara, actually. So people must not like Riot as much as they do Mara. That's very interesting. SSRK, this does not look terrible on the daily chart. You got a nice little uptrend, slow uptrend. Needs to come back down a little bit, like right there. But we do have, still bearish. That 10-day needs to cross that 50. Keep it on watch, I reckon. No, 50 million shares? No, I don't care about that. Take that off. Okay, EOSE. Don't know why this is even on my watch list. No. DRD, gold stock, one of my favorite gold stock picks, down there at 570, real cheap. I'm looking to see if that's going to get cheaper with gold crashing. BTT, or BTBT, another crypto play, but it's not doing anything, so I'm just going to take it off the watch list till we see it on the scanners. Coinbase pulling back to 55, which, by the way, for those who are using Voyager or were using Voyager Digital platform, all the news that came out that they filed for bankruptcy. That was not the case. Let me actually show you what is going on with Voyager Digital really quick for those who are using this crypto platform. So let's see. So, and I actually had this backwards. It wasn't that Voyager is broke. They got the old sneaky here by Three Arrows Capital, a crypto-focused hedge fund. All right? As I've been saying, cryptos are under attack. However, they did not file for bankruptcy. They filed for Chapter 11, which is bankruptcy protection. So that means they get some time to get some loans to pay off Three Arrow Capitals, and Voyager Digital will open right back up. Voyager Digital has $1.5 billion of assets on their exchange in people's wallets and accounts. $1.5 billion with a centralized exchange on the public stock market of U.S. and Canada. All that they've been following the rules, more than likely they're going to be able to get back in shape. You know, it's Chapter 11, it's not Chapter 7, so it's not the end of Voyager Digital, like more than likely. But anyway, on to some of the, let me get down the rest of this list so I can start seeing if we got any potential actual plays this morning. Planet 13 is my pot stock play. Keeping an eye on Amazon, bouncing off of 110 after selling off. But we've got a ugly. We've got a ugly here on Amazon. This makes me think the Nasdaq is going to go down even more. Get out of here. Let me get, let's see, what's it, give me, yeah, there we go. What we got here, guys. Why are you not drawing? You will draw when I tell you to draw. There we go. Alright. Bam. So, head, shoulder, shoulder. Amazon's looking very close to dumping back down to $100, which would certainly be pretty ugly for the stock market as well. Yeah, look how bearish that looks. Ew. Roblox, that thing, I don't know why people like Roblox. Smith & Wesson, I still think is a good one to keep on watch as people are buying more weapons, because the more that the economy gets worse, the more that people are going to need weapons. Just really quick, I took a short little trip yesterday driving through Milwaukee, and then everybody has lost their mind. Like, I literally almost witnessed a 6-year-old kid getting run over by a car if his dad would not have thrown him out of the way of the car that was coming. Now, maybe the person driving had made a mistake and did not see them. However, this was at a four-way where there was big yellow signs with that say pedestrian crossing. They have the right of way. So when this dude almost hit this 6-year-old kid, and I witnessed this, he started honking at them and getting mad at the dad who just barely missed getting hit and threw his kid across the street to keep from getting hit because he was only this far away from hitting him. This dude starts honking his horn like crazy at the dad and the kid like it was their fault. and started slowing down like he was going to get out of the car. Well, it's a good thing he didn't, because I might not be here for this live stream today. That's all I'm going to say about that. But just the pure entitlement and ignorance of the majority of the population right now is so astounding. Like, I cannot go out and go around anywhere in public right now without seeing the most just backwards thinking things that people are doing, and they don't even realize they're doing it. But anyway, that type of mentality is going to be the same mentality that is in the retail traders in the stock market. They don't really know what is going on. And here in about, let's see here, about 30 more minutes, I'm going on a rant. Something's been weighing heavy on me. And that rant is going to be not so much the normal rant. This rant, I'm coming after some people. And I'm naming names, and I'm calling them out. But yeah, we'll get into that in about 30 minutes here. We're going to get real spicy today in this stream. So like KRBP, that's not really doing much. Boxed, I don't like that. Forge, that thing sold off. It's super bearish. Take it off the watch list. Clove's alright. Broke above that triangle. CYN not doing anything below all. EMAs, PAL, that's another ammo stock. You can see it's moving nicely through that channel, getting close to trying to break that 200 and going bullish. Kind of same as Smith & Wesson. Alright, so that's all. This is my watch list. And we have not much going on, because the Nasdaq is fighting. You know, if you're trying to trade long, you're trying to catch big breakouts or whatever, and the Nasdaq is downtrending, then you have the momentum against you. Big money is not going to come in if the NQ is downtrending. So we gotta wait and see. Let's see if SIGA is still okay. Yeah, so SIGA did bounce off of that. So we'll see if I can continue to bounce. But let's pop on the PLRX here and keep an eye on it, since it really is the only play today that I'm seeing. Yeah, I don't see much else at the moment. And really, this play, like I said, it's up 100-something%, so I really don't like it. It's going up against the Nasdaq, but yeah, just too high. We'll see. It looks like it's about to actually crack this trend line. We'll see. All right, Musk is trying to walk away from Twitter, but now they're going to sue him. Yeah, that's why. Look, I told him, I said it a while back when that whole Twitter Elon stuff started. I said, I'm not messing with it, because Elon's the richest man in the world, and he does whatever he wants, and anytime he gets involved in any type of stock or trade, he goes, he's unpredictable. He's a crazy man. He's the richest man in the world, and he's a crazy man. You know, if you haven't seen the one of the newer Tesla truck releases, they have a amazing tractor trailer truck, cargo shipping truck coming out, but then they also have a pickup truck that can carry a pickup truck. So it's like the size of a regular pickup, like the size of a regular pickup truck. This would be 10x that. He shows the pickup truck. They've got it on stage. It's huge. And then another like Ford pickup truck is sitting in the bed of the truck. And he said there's really not any difference between the trucks. It's just that the Tesla truck is 10 times bigger, so it can carry another truck. So this man is crazy, man. He's a crazy man. Who makes a truck that can carry another pickup truck? Like a pickup truck carrying a pickup truck. It's just crazy. So I don't have any problems with Elon. for those of you who love Elon out there, I know a lot of people really like him. I don't have any problems with him. I just think he's hilarious. And if you didn't notice, and this is really funny, Donald Trump called him a bullshit artist or something like that, a bullshit champion or something, which is really funny, you know, because Trump's pretty good at that himself too. You know, that's part of business though. You gotta have a little. You gotta be able to BS sometimes to get where you need to get. But I ain't hating on it because, like I said, it's survival of the fittest out here. So VLCN, if I think PLRX crashes or cracks, which it looks like it's going to, this could be a possible play. It just confirmed off of that uptrend and also the support right across there. All these candles bouncing off of there. Looks like it's trying to hold $2. Let's see. Good morning, Lori. Okay. So, like I said, here in about 10-20 minutes, I'm going on a rant. And this is a planned rant. I never plan my rant, so you know this is a serious rant. Oh, we're going to get spicy. Alright. Give me just a second. I'm going to take a few minute break here because we are coming on that hour mark. And then we will get into, if we don't see anything start moving or any action happening, or if there's any stocks you want me to look at that I'm not seeing on my scanners or anything, just throw them in the chat there and we'll check them out. But this needs to break 210 to break. Well, it needs to break and hold 210 as support, and then this could start running. All right, I'll be right back. Very nice. Very nice pop so far. Just needs to hold 210 on support like I said. Let's check PRLX. Still trying to confirm that uptrend. Hasn't cracked yet. SIGA still pushing back up, so that's fine. I thought I was going to have to cut it there when it was getting down towards 12, but it's slowly creeping back up. And I don't see anything else besides VLCN. See, VCLN is only 30% up, where PLRX is up 115%. It's just a huge percentage gain. All right, so since there's not too much going on, and I planned this anyway, this has been weighing heavy on me the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Well, really probably the last month. But here this last week is really, really getting to me. Okay? And I'm not talking to anybody in the Framework Fortune community. This is a two-part message. First message to the new traders out there that are not part of the Framework Fortune community, or the intermediate traders out there who are not part of the community, and you are still lost. You are seeing all these YouTube ads, all of these big YouTube influencers, and I'm about to start naming names. We're going to get real spicy. But if you're seeing all these people and they're telling you, you can do this, you can do that, especially on these YouTube ads, they have their secret little trading strategies. They want you to pay for courses. Meet Kevin, which is a big YouTuber, actually ran for California governor in that intermediate race. Meet Kevin. Let me find this real quick. Is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. And I'm going to show you why right now. So, Meet Kevin put out this video July 7th, so 4 days ago. The truth about the massive 2022 Great Recession. Alright. Then he also put out just 2 days ago this video. The worsening stock market reset, 50% more to come. You are late. If any of these big YouTubers or channels are calling out, and Graham Stephan is another one, that this is a market crash now, you are late. These guys have gotten too big. They have gotten too much money or whatever. Kevin, since he lost the California race, looks like he lost his mind. He's he just look at him. He's lost his mind. Okay? But if you putting out videos that the stock market is crashing and a recession is coming this month, you are so late. I have been calling all of this for 2 years, but this is not about me. This is about the people who are watching Meet Kevin and these other big YouTubers. They are screwing you over, because right in the middle, even though he's saying there's going to be a stock market reset, even though he's saying that there's going to be this great recession, and he's late. I already been saying the last couple of months we are already in a recession. He is going to try to sell you courses midways through this video. Midways through this video. If you are an influencer out there and you are calling for crashes and recessions and telling people, using these fear tactics, that you're late on, you obviously don't know economics if you're just now saying this. It didn't take a genius to look at the chart this last week and go, oh God, we're in a bad economic situation. like me and a few others have been saying this for years, the same thing these idiots are saying now. But like I said, right in the middle, while this is the worst recession that he's claiming, he is going to try to sell you a course. These gurus, these fake gurus, are trying to sell courses while telling you the market is crashing, while they're saying, I want to help you. We do not charge for anything at Framework Fortune because it makes no sense. If we are going to help people, it makes no sense to charge them money during a recession when gas prices are super high. These guys are jackholes. They're scumbags. And I'm coming after you, Meet Kevin, and I'm coming after Graham Stephan, I'm coming after Patrick Whalen, and Ross Cameron. You've been on my hit list for a long time. So there's going to be some more day trader react videos coming out, and I'm smashing every single one of you. I don't care how big you are, I'm coming for you. I'm tired and I'm sick and tired of seeing this nonsense. People are getting hurt by this crazy looped out fella here. Let's pop over to Patrick Whalen. Now, Patrick Whalen has always been a sucky trader. Everybody knows that. His channel blew up because he's a sucky trader. People loved watching him lose when I first found his channel and he was at 20,000 subscribers. Since then, he's obviously gotten some money and he looks like he's on crack. I'm not listening to somebody who got money and went from being a fat, healthy boy. See, look at this. Look at this crack. Look at this crack face. Let's go back to his older videos. Where are we at? I want to show you guys how much this fella's changed. He ain't working, like, okay, right there. That was 2 years ago. Look at him. Nice and healthy looking. Got some money. I swear to God, crackhead. Something. He's on something. So, you know, if this is who you're listening to, which he's not even, you know, he has no news. He's talking about, look, day trading red lesson, hit max loss, hit max loss. What kind of loss stop losses are you using? What is a max loss? You should only have one stop loss. So this guy has a lot of influence. He has a lot of voice. Garbage. Same thing with all these YouTube ads. I play this YouTube ad. This guy right here, look at there, Get Masterclass, 5-figure trading. What is he saying? I wonder what he's saying. Because I have seen so many of these YouTube ads of so many people claiming that they can help you grow in the stock market. This guy is on a boat trying to look like he's super rich. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. He's got a nice little gold choker there. Maybe that's real gold. Maybe that's silver dipped in gold, whatever. Who knows? But the point is, he is trying to get you to buy his class. And who is this guy? Oh, wait a minute. This is even, okay, this is even stupider. Let me go in his description. So, he wants you to sign up for his, oh, never mind. Is that on Kevin's? Oh, that's on Kevin's. Right here at the top. 60% off of Motley Fool Stock Advisor. He's trying to get you to sign up for Motley Fool and buy his classes while telling you it's a recession. Yeah, let's not worry about food or gas this week. Let's buy Meet Kevin's courses. That'll help us during this recession. This is the disgusting side of social media. And this is the side that I dislike so much, and that's why I'm ranting on this, and I'm calling all of them out. And I'm going to post this later, just this clip from this live stream, and if you guys feel the same way that I do here in the Framework for Fortune community, share it and put it out there so that more traders, new traders will not get hurt, for one, because they're going to get hurt, and for two, they should not be paying for courses. If you are a successful trader and making plenty of money, why are you selling courses? That does not make any sense. Guess how Framework Fortune makes its money? Not from you guys. We don't charge courses. We get paid advertising for these idiots posting their ads on our videos. So we're getting paid, although this is not a stock trading one, we make our money off of these idiots trying to sell things to you guys. We don't want people buying things. We want people learning, researching, figuring out how to become a better trader, entrepreneur, the whole shebang at no cost. There's no reason that I need to charge anybody for courses, especially when I've got the idiots who are trying to sell courses paying me to advertise on my channel. And that's why I'm saying it's so much BS. It's so much BS. The statistics in the stock market, 90% of traders fail. Probability-wise, statistic-wise, there's no possible way that every single person on a YouTube ad who claims to be a great trader with a great course, or they've got some 3-step class or whatever, there's no way there's that many successful people. Okay? It is not statistically possible. And I know for a fact, because I've watched a lot of these ads, and they don't even know what they're talking about. I mean, they're not even close to knowing what they're talking about. Like, it's not like if I debated them, I would make them look bad because I know more than them. If I debated any of these people I've called out, they would make themselves look bad because they haven't done the research. So you got people out here who don't know what's going on trying to sell you something that you don't know what's going, and you don't know what's going on if you're a new trader, a new entrepreneur. So don't be buying stuff from people who don't know what's going on, who are begging. They're trying to get your money. They've got these ads out every single day talking about how they got some magical strategy. If they have a magical strategy, they shouldn't charge you for it, period. So all these scumbags are about to get it. I am about to go completely fireball ballistic over the next 2 weeks. And I'm going to bring out multiple Day Trader Reacts videos. I did one on Ross Cameron. I'm going to do it on all these scumbags too. And I'm going to break them down and show the whole world and expose these fake ass gurus, these fake ass people for what they really are. And if any of you out there that are listening who I've called a scumbag today and you want to debate me, you're welcome to come on the channel anytime. And I will put you right in that grave next to everybody else who's tried me on this. But that's it for my rant today. Don't buy these stupid ass YouTube ads. Don't listen to these stupid ass big YouTubers who are not in the real world. They're just not. They're out of their minds. All right. Whew. Now that rant's over, and it's not over. I'm just getting started, like I said. I am just getting started. I am so fed up with this shit, to be honest. It's not, like I said, it's not about me. It's about the fact that they're going to screw over so many traders. Like, it just, the idea of charging somebody a course during a video about you calling a recession is so astronomically hypocritical and scumbaggy. And me, Kevin, once again, you're a scumbag for it. Patrick Whalen, Ricky G, all you big YouTubers are scumbags. Do something. Ball's in your court, you fake assholes. All right. Now, what's up, Donnell? Good morning, my friend. Did you get any of that PLRX? I see a whole bunch of, okay. It's not even, I don't care about my stream being monetized. I don't care about that. It's not even trying to get the channel or the network more exposure. It's not about that. Like, sure, we probably will get some exposure for me going out there and causing some drama, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I don't care. The channels are growing. The networks are growing. We've got deals in the works. We've got 2 different blockchain projects that are about to be out. Shout out to Indica Forest, Ruben. Been helping out a whole lot with that. So I don't care about growing exposure. We're growing regardless. This is because this is me personally feeling a way about all this, about what is going on right now on YouTube and all these different things. Yeah, PLRX, that's coming down, starting to crack that trend line. Tried to push it up, but starting to sell off. Anti-krill. Yeah, of course the exposure helps. That's why I was saying, share it so other people cannot make these mistakes and pay their money that they need right now during this recession. New traders, intermediate traders, even people who don't even plan on trading, maybe they're just long-term investing, whatever the case may be. This is not cool. It's a part of now. This is all my personal opinion. Very rarely do I actually argue personal opinions or anything. Most of the time, if I'm debating or arguing, it's actually not even my opinion. It's the facts that I have discovered in my research. This is personal. This is my opinion, right? Now, I am all about free market, and this exists in free markets. You're going to have scumbags, but I don't need the government to regulate these scumbags. I'll be the regulator. I'll be the one to get in front of these people and take them down, expose them for what they are. Now, maybe it goes bad for me, but I don't care. Maybe one of them comes on the channel and debates me and tears me up, but I don't care. We're going to put a spotlight on it. That's what I want to do, is put a spotlight on it. Nice, Donnell. $1.53 a share. Profit. Very nice trade, my friend. Very nice trade. Let's see, where's the NQ at? NQ did try to break that little downtrend channel we had there, but still downtrending. Just staying the downtrend channel, or the downtrend line right there a little bit more, and you can see it's just kind of rolling off of there. But let me check out to what is it? What did you say his name was? Anton Krill. I'll check him out. If he's selling courses, then I don't care how good he is. He's still selling courses. There's no point. Like, if you are that rich, you should not be selling courses. That just makes no sense. Like, if you're that rich, there's thousands of other ways you can make money besides screwing over your followers or new followers or whatever. So let me pull up this Anton Krill and see if, Institute of Trading and Portfolio Management. Forex mentees every 6 months. Is this free? If this is free, shout out to him. See, he's been on British TV series $1 Million Trade. Yeah, see, if he was on the BBC in the British TV series $1 Million Traders, which aired in 2009, then and that's actually where he shot from obscurity into the limelight. So he's famous off of a British TV series. Let's see. Middle markets. Click Trade Invest. I've never heard about Middle Markets. Let's see what Middle Markets is. They're trading on Middle Markets. Middlemarkets.com. Click Trade Invest. CFDs are complex instrumentals with high risk of losing money rapidly due to ledger. 63%, 63.6, basically 64% of retail investor accounts lose money when trading CFDs with Middle Markets. See what I was talking about statistically? Statistically, everybody cannot be some master of the stock market. And first off, as I said plenty of times in the past, there is no masters in the stock market. You are a student till the day you die. I am a student till the day I die. Anybody claiming to be a master is just a master baiter in a shoe. Whether you can understand how CFD works and whether you can afford to take high risk of losing your money. Why would you take a high risk losing your money? This doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's see if this... I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, that this exchange, since they are using it across all four, and they're using TradeStation, but since they're using this Middle Markets, I'm wondering if they have something to do with this exchange. Okay, could I get some, let's see, about created by traders for traders. Interesting. Wait a minute. Who's this guy? Tim Sunderland? Is he on here? No, he's not. I'm just doing some research right now. Is this Trading Ideas, the scanners? No, this is something else. All content is opinion and should not be taken as advice. So you have this one... Okay, there's another guy. Should you be buying the latest bubble? I hope to God you didn't tell people to do that. Yeah, something's going on here. Something is going on. I smell something. I smell shenanigans. Here's why you should know him. Went to the University of Manchester. Goldman Sachs gave him oh boy. Goldman Sachs, Lehman Brothers, and JP Morgan. This dude is either... If he's... Okay. Yeah. He became vice president of European equities for JP Morgan. And then he was on this $1 Million Traders. He stepped down from personally training new traders. Riding on the attention he had garnered, he created the Institute of Trading and Portfolio Management. Okay, that's respectable right there, if that's what he actually is trying to do. But again, is this institute charge? I agree, hogwash. Yeah. Most of the instructions and education provided by brokers and educators was hogwash. It's all fake, as I've been saying. But if he's charging for this, oh, wait, that's Capital One. Okay, so one thing to point out right away, this Capital One ad means that his website is monetized. He is getting paid Google Ads. Yeah, see, eToro just popped up there. He's getting paid Google ad revenue for all these advertisements. Like this one right here, this Fisher Investments. Well, actually, this is beating the index. This is not him. That's my bad. Okay. Institute of Trading. They have a YouTube channel. Let's check it out and see here. It can't get any cheaper. Okay, so I don't know. You guys let me know. Is he charging for something? Is he charging for any of this? The Nasdaq coming down like I thought, right off of that downtrend. Okay, so I don't know. Like I said, I don't know nothing about him. I had never heard of him, but I don't pay that much attention to other traders and stuff. If Anton, you are legit and you're not charging courses, shout out to you for actually trying to help people out. Now, if he is charging for his courses and he's this rich, he retired at the age of 29, then why is he charging for courses? So I don't know. That's what I got to find out. And I did not see free and I did not see a cost. So very confused right now on looking at their website. What is going on? I'll have to spend some more time. But I'm not just going to put somebody on my hit list that I just heard of. I'm going to research them first. I know. I've seen Ross Cameron for years. I've seen Ricky G for years. I've seen Patrick Whalen for years. I know these people are full of shit. So look at that rip on VLCN. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nice, easy play right there, guys. That was nice, easy play. Anybody get any of this VLCN? Still trying to get up to that 250, but breaking that triangle. Bouncing off a 2. Confirming this trend line with 3 different candles. And shooting all the way up to 240. 40-cent rip right out of that little jump. And what's PLRX doing? Where's it at? PRX still just going sideways, consolidating. So while nothing else was going on in the market, and I was able to, put everything down, start narrowing down on my watch list, and I only narrowed it down to 2 stocks today. PLRX, which I said 120%, 110% really high, so probability of it going up is going to be low. VLCN was only 29% up. 30% probability is it has a better chance to go up. And that's exactly what has happened. So could get rejected at 250. Maybe we'll get probably good possibility. Unless, well, no, the Nasdaq looks like it's dying. So it is still holding at the moment, but very, very close to dropping down. Okay. Where is silver at? Silver's still hanging at 19. Gold is under 1750 again. We got all the cryptos down today.
Actually, Atom's up 2.5% today. So, oh, real quick, just to show some transparency, because I know there's been some talk from some of y'all about how I only have a small amount of money and that you should not listen to me because I have a small amount of money. I don't know how much money I have. I started this yesterday to start figuring. This is just 2 wallets so far of different cryptos that I have staking. These are cash flowing. I've been going through this trying to fill it out. I've only gotten through my Kepler wallet, and I've only gotten through my MetaMask wallet. All right. Well, actually, I haven't even got all the way through my MetaMask wallet because I got to go do all of this, all of these tokens and these NFTs, the amount that I have in these. And then I've got Osmos Exchange with plenty of liquidity pools that I've got to that I've got to fill out. I've got Juno Swap with liquidity pools I've got to fill out. So, I'm not messing around or joking about anything that I say that I'm doing. I do it. I'm bullish on cryptos. I'm not bullish on the stock market. I've been less in the stock market, and I've been telling everybody that. I sold all of my stocks last year before the crash happened because, again, I wasn't somebody who was just, at that time, back to the whole thing with these YouTubers and all of that stuff. I have gotten so much trash for the market crashing for my calls the past 2 years and all of that. And that's fine. I don't care. But what I'm doing is the exact same thing that I talk about. There's nothing, I'm not hiding anything. I don't know my net worth because I have this many damn cryptos. I don't even know. I have been acquiring and conquering. That's what I call it. Acquiring and conquering. I acquire more assets as fast as I can. I've been acquiring them so fast that I have no idea how many I have at this point. That's why I'm doing this. And this is just going to be the crypto side. I still got to put my gold and silver in this. There's other things. Just because you don't see everything behind the scenes does not mean that I'm sitting here some poor guy talking a bunch of BS. It's just I'm very, very busy with everything that I do, and I have a whole ton of assets that I've been collecting. And these assets, if you notice, I have APR cash flow because most of my crypto positions cash flow. All these ones that say staked Atom, staked Osmos, staked AKT, staked Secret Network, staked Crow, staked Rowan, all of these are cash flowing. Alright. And actually, I forgot to put some of the, XDiff. On Evamos chain, I actually need to fix this because there's some problems I just realized. Because I'm staking diff and Evamos, and I have a liquidity pool with XDiff and USDC as well. So this is actually not even accurate. So I got to fix this as well. So there you go. Look at that Nasdaq crashing right through. I'm working on it. Once I get this whole spreadsheet filled out, then I'll start showing you guys kind of on like a monthly basis where my assets and stuff are at so you guys can see fully that I'm not full of shit, that I am transparent. But yeah, that's all for that. That's as far as we need to go there until I get it all fixed. So we're getting a little double top at 240. Oh, wait a minute. We may get that 250 test coming up here. PLRX got rejected at 1950, back down to 19. If PLRX starts cracking, we may see this try to get through that 250. But I think we'll probably pull back down to the trend line, and then here in a few hours, we may see it try to break 250. Oh, CRISPR. Oh, when I was talking about CRISPR, I bought CRISPR Therapeutics in the 2020 COVID crash when it was down to $40. I'm not holding it anymore. Like I said, I've sold every stock. I've been saying that for the last 8 months. I sold every stock I had at the top of the market. I mean, I'm not going to be sitting there for 2 years telling everybody the market's going to crash and then hold any stocks. That would be pretty dumb of me to go against my own research and instincts and everything else. So yeah, like CRISPR, I'm not holding this right now. I do like CRISPR. I do think it is a company that has tons of potential. But no, I got in CRISPR right here in the 2020 dip. I bought it down here when it bounced off of 27 and it was right around 35-ish to $40. And I rode it up. And when it rode up all the way to here, I didn't sell. And I kept holding and holding. And then right there through the beginning of 2021 is it started looking weak. And that's when I got out of it at the beginning of 2021. And sold it. And then, of course, it sold off. So it made a nice bounce off of 42. But again, I am looking for a bigger crash. I think we're going to see a lot bigger crash in the same way that CRISPR got down to that $25 or whatever. That's where I'm looking for. Like I said, I'm not buying any stocks for swing trades, super long swing trades, or holds if I think the stock market has still got quite a ways to go to the downside. I'm not going to what is happening here on this chart. Oh, I'm in a monthly chart. That's what it is. There we go. So I mean, CRISPR is uptrending, and for good reason, because they do have a whole lot about to come out with gene editing and helping healthcare and all of that. But $75, $80 is acting as a major resistance right now. And that, we had a rebound last week in the stock market for the most part. And then today we're seeing the Nasdaq is pulling back down. And of course, CRISPR is pulling back down. And it has this indecision candle with this following bear candle today. We still have plenty of time in the stock market, so this could change. But I doubt it. I think we could see that back down on the trend line. And then if the market continues to drop even harder, like if we really, really start crashing, that's when we're going to see some really cheap prices for things. So the only stock I'm holding right now, literally the only stock, and this is no joke. Well, I own one share of FTEC because I opened up a Moomoo account to check out Moomoo, but that was a free share of a $3 stock, so I'm not going to count that as anything. I didn't put any investment. The only stock I'm in right now is SIGA. That's it. This is literally the only stock that I own at all. And I only own it since Friday, and I only plan on owning it till the end of the day, unless for some reason it holds up really well. But yeah, if it cracks $12, I'm going to be out of it. So that's what I'm saying. I am not going to be holding much or trading any big positions in a downtrending Nasdaq. But yeah, I've talked about CRISPR since then, but that's just information that I'm giving out that CRISPR is a company that people should research. If it gets down to $20, that's pretty damn cheap for CRISPR Therapeutics. And if you go look at their balance sheet, they have tons of cash. They don't even spend their cash. They don't even they just have a ton of cash. All right, so VLCN, yep, getting rejected off 250, going to have some, already pulling back, but trying to hold 225 as support, but that looks like that's starting to crack. And I'd say we'll come back down at least 215. Where's PLRX at? PLRX, this is a play at this point that I would not even touch. It does have this uptrend, but you just got so much risk. This thing was $8 yesterday, and it's still at $18.92. So even though it's pulled back from that high of 22, I mean, gosh, if this trend line cracks, the 10 days down at 15. So you try to take an entry off of this trend line, and very possibly, let's see. No, this ain't going to rebound. We got 6 minutes on this candle. This candle's closing like this. If it doesn't close over 19, it really probably, next candle, we're going to see it dump. We'll see. I just personally cannot touch this as high as it's up. Way more probability of it coming down than it continuing on up at this point. All right. Yeah, the CRISPR technology, what they're doing is very impressive. They're definitely going to be curing some things. My biggest concern with the gene editing and healthcare is the people who are in charge of it. And if you don't know this, this just happened. I talked about it some. I mentioned it. You know, people don't want to hear conspiracy theories, but, you know, every conspiracy theory I come out with tends to not be so much conspiracy the longer I've been on YouTube. Oh, God. I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about? Oh, the people in charge and the problem with genetic editing and stuff like that is a very powerful tool, and the idiots in power right now, if they get control of that, not only they could use it for nefarious things, but they could just be stupid and use it for something and screw stuff up. Like China already has glow in the dark dogs, but you can go look up, and that's not actually even the conspiracy theory part that I was going to say. What was it I was going to say? I don't know. I've got so much on my mind this week. A lot of stuff going on. But that's every week. But today specifically, I have a lot to do today. So, all right. Anyway, change that middo. I'm not gonna mess with that middo. Let's see how far are we in here. Okay, we'll give the stream about 15 more minutes here. If you guys got any questions, suggestions, or concerns, go ahead and get those in. If there's anything you would like me to take a look at or give my thoughts on, you're absolutely welcome to. Yeah, PLRX still fell in the hole, $19. Let's check some of these other plays. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Like I said, REVB, ooh, that's a nice little bounce. I would say keep REVB possibly on pretty high watch for tomorrow. EVFM possibly as well, if it ends up holding this trend line. Oh yeah, in VCLN that. Oh yeah, this is that EV stock. Yeah, so this could definitely keep going. What has it got? 24 million in shares. You see, that was the other thing. What the hell is PLRX? That's what we say this was. Oh, it's a healthcare stock with positive phase 2. That's right. That's what it was. Where VCLN is a EV stock. So we don't have any shortages of healthcare. There's plenty of different big pharma and other smaller companies like PLRXB out there. But like I said, the supply for actual EV cars right now versus the demand is way out of whack. Way too much demand, not enough supply. So just by knowing that, it was easy to avoid PLXRB today. You know, if you got it on the way up or whatever, like Donnell did, making a nice quick scalp, you know, that's pretty much your only opportunity for that so far on PLXRB or PLRX. But we see positive phase 2 all the time. EV's a new sector. I would expect to see more action out of this over the next couple of weeks, especially as they get more news on these. See again though, 7 million in revenue likely, potentially, likely, possibly, could be, committed. All those words are words of not confirmation. So that's why we need confirmation that they are actually going to make this much money off of these pre-orders of these cars. But as I said, we do have the whole supply and demand factor of the EV market to consider, which I've been saying EV I'm expecting to start running even with the market going down. I think usually even the markets crash, you still have one or two sectors that will push up. And I do think gold and silver will be the quickest to rebound out of a further crash. But I think as we're crashing, EV is going to keep getting hotter and hotter. Vitamin C. Oh, let's see. All right. Lauren, our moderator, go back to sleep. I'm about to end it here anyway, so get you some sleep. Bone broth, liver, and wild salmon. Vitamin C is pretty much everything. Yeah, you're not wrong, Lori. Vitamin C is a very good vitamin source if you can get it naturally. I mean, you get vitamin C out of a... Oh boy, I about said a big one. I about dropped the F-bomb. Vitamin C, naturally, like Lori's saying, is very good. If you get a vitamin C supplement, it's not going to be as good. It's you know, it's like water. If you get water directly from a spring, it's going to be really good. If you get, and that's why I drink Evian and drink Fiji water, is because it's coming straight from a stream. Now, if you go to or a natural spring or whatever. Now, if you get like Kroger's water, that water may have come from a natural spring, but they have filtered it, which takes out all of the natural elements of it. Takes all the silica, the let's see, got a bottle right out here. What's it got in it? Oh yeah, so calcium, magnesium, potassium, sulfates, chlorides, silica, bicarbonates, all of that stuff. That is all naturally in Evian. I'm not sponsored by Evian, but Evian, hey, hit me up if you want. I definitely support your products. Now, it is more expensive, yes, but that's because you are getting it from a natural spring and it has actual minerals in it. That purified water, no matter what the brand is, they purify it till there's nothing in it. So when you drink lots and lots of purified water, you're actually washing out the natural minerals that come from things that we eat and drink that are good for you, and it can dehydrate you worse. That's actually a common misconception. Everybody's like, oh, drink water. But it depends on the water you drink. Now, if you drink tap water, you are adherent to whatever your local government puts in your tap water. That's why I do not drink tap water, because I know for a fact in Tennessee, where I'm from, that tap water is not good tap water. There's chemicals, they put fluoride in it, all that other stuff to try to keep it clean. But what that's doing is the same thing. It's taking out all those natural minerals of the water. So, and not only that, you're adding extra chemicals. Evian doesn't put chemicals. They do not do any of that. You get the natural water, and that's why it costs more. But in saying that, Evian might cost more, but because you're getting the minerals you need and you're actually being hydrated, you drink less of it. When you're drinking that purified bottled water, that Kroger water that's super, super cheap, you're going to drink a whole lot more of it because you're continually washing out those minerals that your body needs. So you have to so you get thirstier and thirstier, right? If your body's not getting the minerals it needs, it's going to make you thirstier. So that is one of the things when I say everything is fake, everything has been socially engineered. That is a simple example of it. Most bottled water is garbage. It's not worth it. Now, Lori, I know you're seeing like well water depends on the well. You know, well water usually comes from a spring. So when I say tap water, I'm talking about like city water, not tap water from your own private well. That's going to be dependent completely on your private well, whether or not that's good water or not, or what's coming out of it. You know, if the natural well or whatever, the spring under there goes dry, or you know, I don't know, maybe some coal or oil gets into the water, then it's going to mess up your water. Of course, if you get oil in your water, who cares, because you're going to be a millionaire. So either way. But yeah, I know that's really far off from day trading, but that is one of those that's a little example where you would think you're saving money and you're being healthy by drinking purified water, when in reality you are drinking way more water than you should be, and you're going to be buying more of that water often than you are something like Evian or Fiji. So it actually is cheaper. Well, debatable. I try to get it on sale. Anytime I see Evian on sale, I'll grab extra. I don't like buying it when it's full price, especially right now with inflation. It's a little high. But still, it's still cheaper for me personally and my wife than to get a big old thing of Kroger water, because these waters last a lot longer. And it may sound crazy. So if you don't believe me on this, on the water thing, get you a bottle of Kroger water. Get you a bottle of Evian water. Do a blind taste test. I guarantee you will taste a major, major difference. And not only that, when you drink that Evian, your body is going to go, oh my goodness, this feels good. When you drink that bottle of Kroger's water or whatever, you're going to be like, meh. So, anyway. You have well water but barely drinking. Let's see. You said, what about boiling tap water that's not treated? I mean, you can drink it. It's not, you can drink purified water. If you're boiling the tap water, you're doing the same thing that the companies are doing. You're just boiling out all the bad stuff that may be in that water, but you're also boiling out all the good stuff. So you can drink it. That's not going to kill you to drink water doesn't have minerals or anything. You're not going to dehydrate completely because you are still drinking water. But if you want to be healthier, you want water at least a few times a week. You want some type of water that has those natural minerals in it. And then you do have to make this clarification though when you look at waters. So there is some brands of waters that say they purified it and put the minerals back in. I don't like that. That's like the vitamin D supplement thing I was talking about earlier. To go back to that, if you are drinking or if you're getting a vitamin D supplement, it's not going to be as good as getting the real vitamin D. So if you're getting a water supplement, it's not going to be as good as the real spring natural water that has all those minerals. Woo! I was not meaning to go on a water rant today. You guys got a water rant after the flaming rant I did on all the YouTubers earlier. I like tea too. Ruben. I'm from the South, so. Speaking of tea, and while we're kind of talking about recession type things, Arizona Tea CEO said, F inflation, he's not raising his prices. And by God, he has not raised his prices. So I've been drinking a lot of Arnold Palmer's. I love Arnold Palmer's. And the Arnold Palmer's that Arizona Tea makes are really good. And they're still the same price they were before the inflation happened. So shout out to him for not wanting to play the big artificial game. And this is another point to continue from last week's discussion of how everything is fake. Well, he is exposing that inflation, is a part of this fake game, and he doesn't want to be a part of it with his products. Now, is he losing money right now? Absolutely, but it's respectable. It's respectable that he's not trying to play the game. And for that reason, I'm supporting him, not only because I like the tea, but because of that. So, and like I said, it's cheap. It's just cheaper than everything else. You can get Arizona tea cheaper than any other drinks. All right, guys, let's check and see. We'll do one more quick scan through here. Yeah, VLCN still coming down to that trend line. That's what I thought. PLRX, right on that trend line. Wait a minute, let me go to the hour chart. Let me look at the hour chart on PLRXB. That's not what I wanted. Let's see if we move this trend line just to the corner there. This really looks like it's going to come back down to 15. Just making that. Did it just make a lower low? No, it hasn't made a lower low yet. So if it cracks 1828, makes a lower low below this previous low, which would be, somewhere in this area, that would be the crack of the trend line and a lower low on the daily chart or on the 15-minute chart. So, I don't know. I don't like it. I think it's, as I've been saying, I think it may come down. At least back down that 15 area. Let's see, casino stocks are moving. Why would casino stocks be moving? Well, we may be getting into that point where people are going crazy. SIGA, oh, look at there. SIGA back up to 1250. Testing. We got, look, what is this? What is this, guys? What is this on SIGA? Who can name what this pattern is? Somebody in the live stream, you better get this right here. Right here. What is this? Bang! Lori got it. It's a double bottom. I was hoping somebody got it because that's all me and HH Trader have been talking about for the last couple of weeks. But yes, this is a perfect double bottom. And we'll see if it can break here. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for it to come down to this 200-day on the hour, rebound today. When I got in this Friday, it was on this nice uptrend, so I was holding it off of this nice uptrend, and then we cracked that uptrend. But we may get, we got really only 50 cents. Yeah, $13. If this can break up over $13, which 13 is going to be strong resistance, then we could see SIGA back up towards those previous highs, close to 15. There's no news on SIGA today, but it's not like monkeypox is going anywhere. Yeah, I mean, it could, I guess. The media could all of a sudden stop covering it, but I doubt, no in our media, I doubt that's going to happen. So, and again, you can see the double bottom on the hour chart as well. You got that 200 moving average, like I was saying, and you got two candles. Now, it's not exactly a double bottom. because the wick is down here and this wick is down here, but it's pretty damn close enough because it's right on that 200-day moving average. Let's see if it starts to pop here, if it's going to get rejected at this trend line. And then I'm going to call it a day. It is a W shape also. And a W shape, that's kind of what a double bottom is. You know, it's usually what it looks like is a W. You just don't want to mistake a W for an M, because sometimes you may be looking at it and it may be looking like an M or an inverse, or not an inverse, but a head and shoulders pattern, and then it actually is a double bottom. So sometimes they can look pretty close. Like this could almost be an inverse head and shoulders. You got a head there, but you could call that a shoulder and call this a shoulder. You can call it a little inverse head and shoulders if you want on this 15 minutes, but it's a double bottom. It really doesn't matter anyway what the pattern names are. All that matters is you recognize them and know where your entry and exit is going to be. Have your plan. So, I mean, if you want to call this a squirrely didgeridoo, then that's what the pattern is for you. It's a squirrely didgeridoo. The name really is irrelevant. I like the double bottom because it actually makes sense. It's two bottoms, consecutively, a double bottom. Where we have all these other patterns like the bull flag and bear flags, and those are all just triangles and all that stuff. It's just words. As long as you know what this is going to do, that's all that matters. As long as you can recognize that this is a price area where buyers are most likely going to come in, and they confirmed it off of this bounce here. And actually, that's a double bottom as well, these two candles here. So you got an overall double bottom on the 15, and then you got a double bottom right before it started pushing up. So getting some rejection right now on the trend line, but still we're testing 1250. Let's see if we can break 1250 for a hop off here. Right, testing 1250 now. It's on the ask. We need to see some 1250s come down this time in sales. All we're seeing is 1249s. Actually doesn't seem like a lot of sellers at 1250, so we just need to see buyers coming in there. Now, the buyers off of this double bottom were more than likely shorters covering from this thing dropping so low, and maybe some buying, because just regular buying too, because it dropped so low. But this looks like shorters covered here, and then shorters that didn't cover yet tried to hold it a little bit longer. They got it back down to the same spot, and then they had to cover again. That's what that looks like. So now it's, pushing up. That little bit of shorters covering caused some buying off of that support. We are over 1250. Let's see if 1250 can hold that support now, and we should start to move. Should make buyers comfortable. Look at there. Bids starting to stack, and the buyers are starting to come in. Let's see if 1255 can come on the ask. We want to, even though we are getting some strength here, we're still not confirming anything. We're still not out of the woodworks. This candle still has 12 minutes to close, so there's a lot of time there. Okay, we are starting to push up. We need to see 1255 get on these bids. There comes some 1255s on the time and sell. Still none on the bids. 1256, there we go. Okay, now we get over 1260. You can see there's some selling pressure there. That is going to be some decent confirmation that we are about to go bullish. And let's see here. See if we can break 1260. We may have to come back down and test 1250 again, but we are coming right up to 1260. Oh, we're testing it right now. And I don't know if we're going to back test at all. I think we may start breaking, because we are breaking this downtrend right at the moment. There goes through 1260. 1263. Let's see if bids continue to stack. Big orders are starting to come in. We're up to 1265 through 1265. Okay, little rejection at 1265 right there, and that rejection that we just had. This was previous support and pre-market right across here at about 1260, 1250, and that's what we're running into as resistance. So 1260 is holding the bids at the moment. We want to see those bids stack again. We want to see those buyers get comfortable. See if they come in here or not. We want to see buyers. Where do we get up to? Up to 1265. So we need to see buyers take out 1265. Slowly coming up, just slowly creeping to it at the moment. And our next resistance line is going to be about 1275. And that's where these candles got rejected at. And it tried to hold support in pre-market but couldn't. So we got to get, that's what I was saying, we got to get all the way up through 13 before this is really, really going. We do have an uptrend there that started. But we're running into 1, 2, 3 ceilings, 3 different resistance points that we got to break through. I'll move all these lines because if this uptrend is what is going to take us there, then we'll just ride this uptrend up. As long as we're on that uptrend, we've got upward momentum in our favor. So we are struggling around this 1260 area, back under 1260 on the bid. Let's see if buyers can step up. Take back over 1260. But if you'd have got that off of this double bottom at 1230ish, somewhere in that area, you know, you'd be up 20, 30 cents so far, which is not terrible. This is a higher price stock, so, you know, you wouldn't have that many shares unless you went heavy on it. And on the hour, actually on the hour too, you can see that 10-day is right there at that 1265 that we're smashing into as well. So we got to cross that, and we got the 50-day or the 50 moving average on the 1 hour as well as 13. So not only do we have those previous areas that I drew out, we also got these EMAs above us. A lot of resistance above us up to 13. So this might actually take a while to try to break through all of that. If it doesn't break here in the next couple of minutes. But SIG is only down now less than 1% on the day. It wouldn't take much. You know, if it pops over 13, SIG is in the green on the day, it's going to start showing up on scanners. If it continues to drop though, then it's not going to hit scanners and won't do anything today. Give me just a second, guys.
Look at there. I should have stayed away for one. I should have stayed away for 1 or 2 more minutes. Matter of fact, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go away for another minute or two. See if see if this thing pops up. Nope, it's still sitting right at 1260. So yeah, this is probably going to take some time to try to do its thing. VLCN did bounce. Look at that. What is that, guys? On this 15 minute on VLCN. What's that right there? What's that pattern on the bottom? These two, I almost said it. These two candles right here. As a double bottom again. Off of the trend line. So let's see if that can push back up for another test to 250. Nice close on that candle, closing above the. This is engulfing candlestick pattern. If you play candlestick patterns, you got the red body of this candle being engulfed by this green candle here. Starting to push up to 230. Let's see if it gets to 250 off of this double bottom of the trend line. Up, pressure at 230. That previous high right here, that's exactly where 230 is. Whoops. If I adjust that trend line now into a ceiling, into a resistance line, you can see it right off the top of that tip. That's where it's getting held up at. So we got to break at 230 before we even get up to test 240, 250. But this 15-minute candle did just open. It may try to pull back again to the trend line. It may not be out of the woodworks. Let's check the Nasdaq. Ooh, that's looking real ugly on the Nasdaq. I gotta adjust these trend lines. I mean, kind of, if you, the way I had it drawn, it did break over that, but very small break over that, and coming back down again at the moment. So very close. This will be the fourth test of this uptrend on the NQ. So I was looking very close to possibly dropping even more. Maybe because it's been hanging around 1200 for a week, it gets back up to 1200 today. Maybe even a little bit over it if it wants to continue to, if it does have a rebound off of this pullback, but like I said, at the moment is very close and sketchy to breaking this downtrend. And then on the hour chart too, I'm gonna move this downtrend here. On the hour chart, look at all these wicks. Look at all this selling pressure through here. Every single time. I'm on that's the hour chart. Let me go into the daily chart. Yeah. So on the daily chart, it actually does look like it is trying to rebound a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It can get back up above 12 today, but that doesn't mean that we're done for sure. VLCN still getting rejected at that 230. Looks like it's trying to build support at 225. You got some buyers sitting in there. 225 trying to act as some resistance again. Let's see if buyers can take it back over. Yeah, VLCN's also making this nice wedge pattern. I kind of wish. Well, I'm gonna say I wish, but I would have liked to take that trade. I don't. It's just Monday and it's so sketchy. I'm already in SIGA, which is yeah. Look at that. SIGA getting rejected at 1250 now, cracking that little uptrend. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. It may not be able to get back up there. It was looking good. Well, we still got time. 1250 starts holding that support, and SIGA should push up. Okay, VLCN. This candle never dropping below these candles. Now we're getting buying pressure, pushing it back up at 225's holding. We're up to 230. Let's see if it breaks. Selling sitting at 229, 228. A lot of selling through here. This is a resistance line. Basically testing 225 as support now that we've gotten above it. See if 225 holds here. Ooh, okay. 225 trying to hold. See if bids start stacking again. Beautiful. Beautiful. Buyers coming in over 225 on the time and sells. See if they keep getting it here. Ooh. seems like Apple and Microsoft got hit pretty hard today, down 1%. Google down 2%, 2.5% almost. That's a pretty big downturn for Google. All right, I believe I'm going to call the day here. And if you're not in the Framework Fortune Discord, let me go grab that link for you real quick so you can come join us for free. There's no courses. We don't try to sell you anything like all the rest of the YouTube ads and all that trading stuff. We don't sell you anything. It's completely free. I have a shirt. If you want to buy a Framework Fortune shirt, you can go to the website and go to the merch. But that's the only thing I sell is shirts. And I don't even sell shirts really because I don't promote them. So it doesn't help when I don't promote them at all. So we've had merch for a long time. I just don't care about merch. Like if that's something you guys want, you're welcome to go get it. But there is the Discord group. Come join the Discord group where you can see, stay up to date with the trades with HH Trader and I. I haven't been trading the stock market as much the last 2 weeks, but HH has been in it just about every day. Besides today, he had some emergency stuff come up with his IT stuff, and he had to go and fix a big problem with one of his clientele's IT clientele. So he should be back tomorrow streaming. Of course, he always streams earlier in the morning, starting in pre-market for the first hour and a half of the market, and then I come in afterwards and do my thing. That's most days, but if you're in the Discord, you will be updated. We update every single day just about in there what trades we're in, what trades we're looking at. And it's not just me and HH. There's other people as well. We got Reliable Rudy, or Rooster, if you know him by Rooster in the Discord. But he's a new creator coming to the Framework Fortune Media Network. You can find him in Discord with tons of technical analysis. If you're a Fibonacci trader, he's got all the Fibonacci stuff locked down. So come join us. There's nothing stopping you other than clicking that button in the live stream chat there or in the description. Just a button click and boom, you're in the Framework Fortune Discord. All right, guys. Hal's good. He's fine. He's okay, Lori. He doesn't have any like emergency problems with himself. It was with one of his IT customers. So, when people have problems, businesses have problems with their computer systems or whatever, they're going to need help very quickly, and sometimes HH has to just jump and go do that. But he's fine. He's good. He is all good. So he did get rejected again. 225 acting as resistance. And we're back at 220. We're back with 225 on the bid. So you can see this battle has been pretty crazy at this point. Back and forth between buyers trying to take over 225 and sellers trying to take it over as resistance. Yeah, Masiga's still just hanging out right there at 1250, so nothing really to go off on there. PLRX, yeah, still slowly bleeding out. Not looking good at the moment. But I would say keep this play on watch for sure the rest of the day. Because it is getting very close to making a move out of this triangle consolidation. Either dropping down or ripping up. At the moment, it looks like it can get that rip, but with the Nasdaq teetering right now, until the Nasdaq starts showing some more strength, that could be a problem for VLCN if the Nasdaq really starts crashing and any other play as well today.
Well, all right, guys. You have a theory on why things have gone down in the past couple of days? All right, go ahead and drop your theory. I'll hear it out before I go. Technology wise, okay, I'm with you. I like where you're going with this. I like where you're going. Look at here, we just started holding 225 again. There's 3 minutes on this 15-minute candle. Let's see if we get a push on the last bit of this candle. Starting to push right now. Very nice. Right up to 230. Let's see. Oh, breaking 230 right away. Claim 230. There's a little bit of sellers at 231, but buyers are taking over 230. Look at that. Look at that bid. Look at them stacking. When these 231s getting taken out, can they keep getting taken out? When you see buyers move up to 231 on the bid, there they are. 231 starting to come through. There they come. The 231 barely left. And it is out of here. And now we're starting to move. Nope. A little pull back down to 225. Yeah, this is still too choppy at the moment. It needs to break that 230 soon. Like if it holds this resistance line, it's going to crack. It has got to break here in the next 10 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. But I wouldn't put it past that. If it doesn't break before then, we'll see a crack. Another rejection there. 225 still trying to hold that support though. Oh no, it just got taken out. Yeah, so you still got a war ground going on here. No true confirmation yet of which way this is going to continue. Let's see if 25 comes right back as support again. Well, you can see right there, 225 acting as some resistance. There we go. Got those out of there. Bid stacking again at 225. Just barely this time. Yeah, we're back. Okay. Nope. There we go. There's a buyer at 225. Oh, nope. Again, 225 is struggling to hold here. That momentum we just had is starting to push back on us, so still consolidating. All right, guys, I am going to call it a day. I still think this play has potential. It's just taking a little bit longer, but there's not really much else going on. So, like SIGA, if it can break 1250, like I said, and get up towards that 13, it could be a play today. And then that's it. That's pretty much it. Let's see. On Thursday, the magnetic sphere had a hole that was open for 14 hours that protects against solar winds, which basically gives off electromagnetic pulses. Yeah, they're not talking about it because, okay, and this is going to sound real conspiracy, but now, see, that is a very interesting point you're making, Ruben, because Hal is in IT and he had an emergency this morning. A network was down. So you are onto something. And to get into the conspiracy theory part of it, that's really not conspiracy theory because you can look this up. India already does it. they control their weather. They can send satellites up that let off the same thing that Ruben is kind of talking about, with the magnetic sphere, and all of that stuff. And India's been doing it because, think about how simple this is to do, right? It doesn't take much for clouds to turn into storm clouds, right? A regular cloud is just water. It's just an air form. You hit that air form with some electricity, some type of static or whatever, well, then what is going to happen to that cloud of water? You're putting electricity into water. You get in a bathtub and put a toaster in there with you, you're going to die, right? So when electric hits water, regardless of it being in air form or whatever form the water's in, ice form or whatever, when it hits, it's going to cause different chemical reactions between the hydrogen and the oxygen that is in those clouds and that electricity, and it's going to cause those clouds to get a little bit crazier, right? So it's very, very easy actually to control that type of weather. And like I said, you can Google it. India has been doing it for a while now. So it's not like it's an actual conspiracy theory. This is real life. Technology advances nowadays way faster than it ever has. That is the thing about technology. As it advances, the technology advancements speed up as well. So if you think that genetic editing is conspiracy, you think that countries controlling the weather is conspiracy, you think that these fiat currencies being backed by nothing is conspiracy, you can look it all up and verify it yourself if you don't believe me. And in fact, I encourage you to look it up. Don't just believe me. Go look it up yourself. But anyway, yeah, Middle East can make it rain. Yeah. There's a lot of different things with that. There's a lot of scientific breakthroughs that they've had in the past 10 years when it comes to weather. They just don't tell anybody with it because if you control the weather, then you control people's moods. If you control the currency, then you control the world. And that is what they are aiming for. The WEF, the World Econ Forum, which for years I've been talking about and been called a conspiracy theorist. They have been live streaming everything that I'm saying that I've been talking about on the World Econ Forum YouTube channel. But nobody pays attention. You know, they don't pay attention to that stuff. People think it's conspiracy until it's right there in your house. Conspiracy is science, right? I mean, science is always trying to find the answers. Conspiracy theory is just a conspirist is another word for a scientist. It's just got a bad meaning to it because that's what the media has tried to do to make everybody think people are crazy just because they're conspiracy theorists. No, it's just science. It's just research. You found something, you came up with a theory the same way a scientist does. You just don't have a degree in science. And just to clarify for those out there who are like, are you a scientist? If you're not, you shouldn't talk about it. Well, having a piece of paper saying that you're a scientist that you paid $400,000 to go to college for, you are probably a pretty dumb scientist when it comes to reality. I don't need to pay $400,000 or $80,000 to know how to research, right? Like, it's just researching. So that's why I hate the academics, all the academics, and especially in trading, like I was talking about earlier. All these YouTube gurus and all this stuff with their ads and their courses. A lot of them, graduated. Even Anton, whatever his name was, which I'm not dissing him yet. He could be on the hit list. I don't know yet. We'll see. This is coming back up for a test of 230 again, possibly here. But he graduated, whatever it said, Manchester. So he's got a piece of paper that tells him, he has a piece of paper that lets you, that basically says, I have the entitlement now to tell you that I'm smarter than you and I know what is going on. That's all that piece of paper is representing. Which if you need a piece of paper to tell you that you know what you're doing, then you probably have some bad insecurity issues that you should probably work on, which means if you have bad insecurity issues, that's going to reflect in your teachings, and whatever you're teaching is going to be reflecting on your students. So insecurity is not something that a teacher should have, or a scientist, or any type of, day traders are scientists. That's another thing to think about. Like, you come up with a process, you come up with a theory, you come up with a strategy, you constantly research, you experiment. You're a scientist as a day trader. You don't need a piece of paper to tell you that. And like I said, if you do, then you probably need to meditate, do something to help you out mentally to get rid of that insecurities of whatever it is. Okay, anyway, I'm going to call it a day. Appreciate everybody joining me. As always, you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm not sure if I'll be back tomorrow for a live stream or not. Kind of depends on everything that I've got going on today, but I will let you know in the Discord in the morning, or maybe later tonight if I can get it all figured out. But anyway, stay safe out there. Oh, let me do it the right way. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. Stay safe out there. Until next time.